Or maybe I can be here and kind of just slide out.
I'm going to have to be angry.
Do you want me to move over this way? Is that easier?
Whatever you want.
That good? Okay. Just let me know when then.
Yeah, we'll just do it on your camera.
Okay. Huh?
On your camera.
3, 2, 1. Good evening and welcome to Hockey Night at PISA, brought to you by Memory to Video Productions. I'm your host and play-by-play man, Taylor Jacobs. And this evening we have a budding rivalry for you here in the early season of the D1 division between the Allies and Yogurt. Now, these two teams met 3 times last season. Allies got the better of Yogurt in the regular season, but come postseason, the number 1 seeded Allies fell to the number 4 seeded Yogurt 4-3. And Yogurt mounted just an absolutely outstanding comeback built on grit, intelligent play, and a little bit of backbone. And that's just one of the many storylines we're watching this evening. A few of the other ones are, can Yogurt continue this hot streak they've started off the season on? They're 2-0 coming into this matchup, and as long as I've been broadcasting here at MVP, they haven't been at the top of the table once. And last season, they kind of snuck their way into the postseason, and it's been a kind of a rumor to me, and it's made it around, that this team is far too good to be in the 4th position. So it's good to see this squad early and often making moves on the table. Another storyline to watch is a potential Phil Sweetie replacement here in store for the Allies this evening, as Chris Turner makes his debut for the Allies. Last night, he just signed a contract with the Allies, making him a full-time player, and he is just dying to get out here on the rink. He's big, strong, fast, and intelligent, and we'll see if he's able to find the players that he needs, just like Phil Sweetie was, to help this Allies squad make that extra jump. One more thing to take a look at this evening is what Jeff Stock's going to be capable of for Yogurt. He has 7 points in 2 games, and he's just killing it. So let's get down to the rink, and we'll check out some of the other players to watch out for and get you ready for the opening face-off. Thought I heard a whistle. So. A little side note here for Yogurt coming into this game after defeating the Allies in last season's semifinals. Yogurt went on to, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, one moment. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just getting a number adjustment for tonight's matchup. And one thing that kind of came from that postseason matchup was that Yogurt was able to get to the finals. They fell in 3 games to the Dragons, who, in many ways, it's Allies and Dragons who have potentially the best players in this division. Dragons with John Venditti Jr. and Yogurt with Jeff Stock. These are 2 superstar players, and their ability to change a game within a moment, within the blink of an eye, is just, it's next to none. And the Allies, having lost one of their superstar players who's just as good, if not better, than the 2 aforementioned players, they're still trying to fill that Sweetie hole. So the Chris Turner story this evening could be very interesting. We're seeing him out there wearing number 6 for the Allies, skating around, out around that red circle, just next to Antonio DiCamillo. And he's making his debut, and he's going to be kind of filling that Sweetie void, where Sweetie was able to push the puck, push the ball up, find the proper players on the rush. So it'll be interesting to see if Turner has any familiarizing to do with these teammates, find out who he likes most to find on the rush, and kind of where he fits in best when he's filling the slot on the rush. So here's the opening face-off for you. Allies in red, Yogurt in the baby blue. Referee Joe Mata drops the ball, and we are underway. There is Turner. Nice cross-ring pass found, and Coet comes up out of nowhere. Nice nifty play. He's coming off a hat trick performance last week. And here it is, nearly gets a wraparound chance there. Shaw seals that near post. And now Turner looking to find somebody on the break. His pass just a bit off. That was too Riscotti. And here comes Cowett using that speed. Nice nifty toe drag there. Tries to deke inside, can't get it through. Knocks it up into the air, up over the back of the net. And it's bouncing around. That's Larry McNamara playing in his third consecutive game this evening. He just came off an extended game here in the E division. And McNamara with a wrist shot in, up over the top, and Delgado for the Allies has found DiCamillo, and Riscotti nearly gets one in the upper corner. Nice save by Lipsky, sealing that hole. And Cowett gains possession. We will have it up and at a play to the right. And now we see Jeff Stock for Yogurt making his way onto the rink. Jeff Stock, 7 points through 2 games. It's quite incredible. 5 goals, 2 assists. Almost anything that happens with this Yogurt offense is channeled through the Jeff Stock stick. The face-off here. Down in the zone of Yogurt. Looks to be Riscotti and DiCamillo for the Allies up front. Delgado and Turner in the back. That's Garrett, Cowett, LaPointe, and McNamara for Yogurt. Delgado unloads one, just a bit wide. Some fighting for it behind the Yogurt net. McNamara controls. It's got LaPointe. He's found Cowett in the middle of the rink. He leaves it back for Garrett. Garrett wrist shot in, and Shaw uses a pad, kicks it aside. Here comes McNamara, regaining possession here for Yogurt. He's going to wind up, tries to send one in, broken up there by DiCamillo. Turner tries to close. He can't get there. Little collision. And Delgado's on it for the Allies behind his own net. Wraps it around in his own zone. Tries to find Blazinski, who just played in the previous game as well. And there's Kelsey right in front, and he has a backhand goal. Kelsey's first of the season. And he's one of those veteran finishers that the Allies have. Brian Watros isn't here this evening, and with the Sweet Tie absence this season, we will see if those other veteran finishers can step up and fill those points left behind by the one-time Allies defenseman. Face-off here, won by Blazinski. That's Honig up front with Stock. Now that those two are out there, we'll look to see how perhaps 2 of the best teammates in this division when it comes to pairing up on offensive opportunities can get moving early in the first period. And here is Honig. He's got Stock to his right, tries to backhand it to him. Shaw intercepts that with the stick. Stock reaches out, long stick reach there. Nearly got on it. Turner did a good job breaking it up. Dumped right back into the zone, and this is a goal. Look at that. Brian Lipsky slings it in. And Shaw kind of held the stick out. He had it blocked and kind of goes to clear it and wraps it right under the stick. 1-1 here with 8:40 to go in the opening period. Shaw, he didn't play goal last week. Tim Fisher did for the Allies, and maybe he's got to knock some of the cobwebs off before he gets rolling. He's typically pretty sound when it comes to plays like that. Not something you expect to see from him. Here's Honig behind the Allies net. He's found Stock. Stock looking for some help. Wraps it back around. Tries to center it around Turner. Broken up, but Honig's on it. Honig dumps it back. That's Lipsky. Dumps it back into the zone. Broken up. And here comes Turner. Turner cross-ring pass. Kelsey winds up near post, off the post. And Honig gathers for Yogurt. Backhand cross-rink here to Lipsky. Lipsky's got help up front. He's found Stock. Stock has help behind him with Lipsky, and then one more to Honig if he needs it. Near post shot there by Lipsky. No good. Wrap around. No good as well. Blazinski's on it now for the Allies. Trying to clear it out of the defensive zone. He can't. Honig doing a good job fighting on it, and Stock looks like he's going to win this position. No. There's Kelsey with it. Kelsey closes past the blue line, gained the zone. Dumps it back around the net. Got a chance here. He's found Turner, winds up one time, nearly in. Good stop there by the other Lipsky. in net, putting the body in front of it. Kelsey hanging on to it. Good stick handle in there, and Stock's back on it here for the Yogurt. He's found Honig. Honig has no help, but he's slowing up for it. Benning breaks it up. Some confusion around that Allies bench. Lipsky winds up, slap shot, no good. Knocked up out of play there by Baysham with just over 7 to go here in the opening period. We are still knotted at 1. We get a line change here for both squads. Be Cowett, Garrett, LaPointe, and McNamara in for Yogurt. We have Delgado, DiCamillo, Rascati, and Benning in for the Allies. It will be Cowett and Rascati on the face-off in the Allies zone. Cowett wins it, but Benning controls for the Allies, tries to clear, and Cowett puts a body in front of it. Here's Garrett, wraparound opportunity, no good. Tries to center up off the knee of Justin Cowett. That will make it 2-1 Yogurt. Cowett typically not a goal scorer, but that's 4 for him through 3 games so far. And I don't know if he could have that exact turn of events happen again if he tried. Right off the knee, bounces in, 2-1 Yogurt, just like that. Blink of an eye, and Yogurt's caught the lead and then gained 1. Rascati tries to backhand there to Delgado, off the back of his skate, and here comes LaPointe. LaPointe is probably the fastest skater on the rink tonight, and Garrett unloads a wrist shot, and Bayshaw seals up that 5-hole. We will get a break in the action. John Venditti Jr., referee on the call, as well as Joe Mata. That's Venditti. He's signaling this face-off. Garrett, DiCamillo. Won by DiCamillo, and here comes Rascati screaming up the left side. He's going to wind up. Wrist shot in, no good. Wrapped around the entire boards there, and here comes LaPointe. He's got room in front of him. He's creating even more. Nearly got a backhand opportunity there for Garrett. As LaPointe still has possession behind Allies net, dumps it back to McNamara. He's got a slap shot. He ain't going to use that weapon this time as Delgado controls. Tries to clear, and Garrett intercepts it. This one's going to roll back to Lipsky. He's just going to put a glove on it. And with just over 6 to go, Yogurt leads 2-1. Got a face-off here in the Yogurt defensive zone. Got Rascati and Cowett on the face-off. Won by Rascati, slap shot in by Turner, and this one's up out of play. Nearly hitting us here, up in the rafters of the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. With just under 6 to go, we'll get a face-off in the same area. A little further back, actually, closer to that blue line. Face-off won here by Rascati. Turner's gathered, tries to fight through Cowett, can't. Nice moves there by DiCamillo, slap shot in, and Lipsky gets a glove on it, robbing Rascati of a goal as Turner, nice play there by Turner to find DiCamillo, smart move as well. Rascati winds up a slap shot, no good, and LaPointe gathers behind his own net. Swings left, Garrett cross-rank pass, McNamara gathers, over to Cowett, he wasn't paying attention, came screaming past him, might have had a goal scoring opportunity there for the Blue Man Shoe. And here is Cowett, leaves it behind for McNamara. He dumps it to the other side of the rink. And Turner, for the Allies, is on it, turns, faces, tries to clear the zone with a pass to Kelsey, broken up, dangerous area to be playing around with it, and McNamara's on it for Yogurt. Swings it around off a few skates there, it looked like, as Rascati gathers for Allies. He uses the boards, comes screaming up the left. Nice communication there. Kelsey's got help. Chance for Delgado in front. He just can't get there. On the near post, it was a nice communication there by the Allies and great heads-up passing. Keep making chances like that, and Allies are bound to see something good happen. And here comes LaPointe trying to make something good happen for Yogurt. Four and a half to go here, opening period. Here comes LaPointe, up the middle, leaves it behind for Lipsky. Lipsky dumps it down into the zone. Bayshaw up off his pads, bounces right down in front. Dangerous chance. And this one's knocked up out of play. Pesky play there by Cowett with 4:13 to go in the opening period. So far, goals for Cowett and Lipsky for Yogurt. Both getting their first goals of the game. Lipsky's first of the season. Cowett's got 4. Kelsey got his first of the season for the Allies earlier. As Turner, the newcomer, speeding around. Look at that. He is impressive. Turnover here, neutral zone. There's Stock backhand, and Bayshaw seals up the near post. Nifty play there by Bayshaw to seal that hole up. That was a goal-scoring chance. Kelsey racing to the loose ball. Can't get there. Won by Scheidel. Scheidel can't get it through the slot. This one's knocked up out of play. And just a quick word on the signing last night of Chris Turner, the newly minted full-time player for the Allies. Joey Delgado, and I quote, says, "We expect Chris will bring some versatility on the back end. He's tall, fast, and he has lots of offense, but he is defensively responsible and aware." And those are perfect words. We saw a feigned slap shot earlier where he made the extra pass, and we saw the speed just there a few seconds ago, and he's shown flashes of brilliance here in his opener with the Allies. And you just got to think what a weapon he'll be once he gets familiar with this roster and their play styles. Here's a chance for Yogurt as we get back to the action. Rascati gathers for the Allies. He's got a little room, leaves it behind, and Turner unloads a slap shot from the blue line. Nearly good there. It's a bit wide, and it's dumped out of the zone here by Yogurt. That was Scheidel on it. Bayshaw, trouble clearing it. Bouncing around, dangerous zone. Honig up in the air. Stockman winds, trying to hit it up in the air. No good, and here comes Rascati. He's got help. DiCamillo on his right, tries to find him. No good, broken up there. Scheidel, as Lipsky clears the zone. Turner right back on it, dumps it back to Rascati. Rascati through the legs. Scheidel nearly got the backhand going there as DiCamillo back on it. Cross rink dump there as Honig gets back on it. And here comes DiCamillo. Scoring chance, centering pass broken up there. Scheidel getting in the way, the team captain for Yogurt. Here's Stock fighting for it behind that Allies net. Can't get to it, but Turner closing for the Allies. Loses to Cowett on the 50-50. Cowett rips one in, up and over. Took a deflection. Rascati's now back on it. He's found Turner. Turner tries to find Rascati, broken up. And you see him, he's a dirty dog. Look at that. Winning those 50-50s. Delgado on it for the Allies. Uses the boards. Garrett, he had a good look there, winding up just a bit wide. Cross ring pass now as Cowett gets on it for Yogurt. Backhand here by Garrett. 1:20 to go here in the opening period. Still 2-1 Yogurt. Scheidel gathers, uses the boards to find Garrett. Garrett, neutral zone turnover here as Delgado gets on it, dumps it into the zone. And Rascati's on it for the Allies. DiCamillo calling for it, and he's got it. What a vision there by Rascati, and an even better finish there by DiCamillo on the one-time, beating Lipsky top shelf. And that is DiCamillo's second of the season. And it is 2-2 here in the opening period in this rematch of last season's semifinals. Face off here. Knocked aside by Cowett. Got it to Garrett. Garrett dumps it deep into the Allies' defensive zone where Cowett gets on it. McNamara has help off the post. Daily dose of iron there for Garrett. As Kelsey gathers for the Allies, he's trying to find somebody. Can't hit Rascati. Here comes Garrett. 2-on-2 opportunity here for Yogurt. Garrett hesitates. tries to find some help, and it's broken up there. Nice back check by Kelsey. Now Delgado's got a 3-on-2 opportunity. Tries to find Kelsey. Nifty moves here by Delgado. He's got room in front. Wrist shot, no good. Broken up in front of the net there. Just too many yogurt bodies in the way. Delgado's got a flat tire in the middle of the rink trying to catch that one. Lost his footing. Kelsey's on it for the Allies. 15 seconds to go. Maybe one last push here for either team. So points on it. He can certainly clear this rink in a few seconds. Neutral zone turnover, up and out of play. Second one nearly taking the head off of one of our production members here. With 5 seconds to go here in this opening period. Score still knotted at 2. We got a face-off down in the yogurt defensive zone as Kelsey circles. Garrett for yogurt, circles. Dump back. Turner rips it in. No good to the side. Rascati tries to find something on net. No good. And that is the end of one. Score remains 2-2. And we will switch sides and get right back to the action here after a quick break. I'd like to use this time to thank our sponsor, JD's Pizzeria Bar and Grill in Southington. JD's has the largest TV in the Southington area, and they make great pizza. And some of those JD's Pizzeria headlines, we're kind of seeing how they're filling in. That the Allies' main question mark in this season so far has been filling that sweet tie void left behind. And so far, Chris Turner looks very impressive in his debut, trying to fill that sweet tie void. And for Yogurt, we've seen Stock get a few opportunities right in front of the net. He hasn't been able to capitalize on them yet. But the slap shot by Lipsky and then the flying knee by Justin Cowett, which just couldn't be replicated if he tried, has this game knotted at 2. Joe Mata blows the whistle, signal the players come back to their spots. In case you're just joining us, score is tied at 2 here between the Allies in red and Yogurt in that baby blue. We are just about to start the second period here, as 11 minutes gets added back onto the clock. Michael Kelsey for the Allies, circling the face-off circle. Cowett's in there yapping for Yogurt. Who knows what he's talking about. Garrett comes to meet Kelsey now for the face-off. Goalies are ready. Refs are ready. And there's the drop. Chris Turner on it for the Allies. Uses the boards trying to find DiCamillo up the wing. Can't get there. And the point's on it for Yogurt. Hesitates, cuts back. He's got room now to gather. Over to McNamara, one time back to LaPointe. Tries to backhand, and here's a chance for Kelsey. 5-hole goal. And that is Kelsey's second of the game. His second of the season as well. And Allies take a 3-2 lead here early in the second period. And turnovers equal scoring chances on a rink this small. And every player who plays here enough knows that. And that was one. That was the epitome of it right there. The rule, not the exception. And now Yogurt trailing for the second time this game. They had no problem getting back on top. Last time they were trailing 1-0, scoring 2 unanswered. There's a chance in front, and Turner just misses on the one time. Him and Rascati are building some sort of chemistry up front, where Turner's really building from the back, just like Sweet Tie did for the Allies. He could prove to be a very, very vital pickup. Here's a chance. McNamara, his pass broken up. That had scoring chance written all over it if Cowett was able to get a stick on it. Here you see Cowett and Turner fighting for the ball. Benning ends up getting there. Poke checks it out. And here comes Rascati screaming up the left. Tries to beat 2. Leaves it hanging for DiCamillo. He's got it. Possession, wraparound, chance, backhand. And Lipsky seals it up. covers the rebound, and we will have a face-off down in the defensive zone of the Yogurt. 3-2 still to score. 9:40 to go here, second period. And now that each team's had some time to get warm and get loose, we'll see if they can really open things up in this second period. Slap shot one time by Delgado. That was a stick save and a beauty by Lipsky. You could slow that thing down and see it hit the stick perfectly square. And Bayshaw returns the favor on the other side. 9.5 to go here. This one's knocked up out of play. Two picture-perfect stick saves there by each goaltender. As we see Stock and Blazinski line up for the face-off. One by Stock. Wrist shot in, broken up. Here's Scheidel, wrist shot in off the face mask of Bayshaw. That had goal written all over it. It's Delgado and Honig fighting for it. Rascotti, backhand, cross the face of the net. He's found Turner. Turner, cross-rink pass to Delgado. That was tape to tape. Very impressive. As we see, Yogurt regain possession. That's Scheidel. Stock's on it now. Dumps it back to Scheidel. Scheidel to Lipsky. Lipsky tries a one-time center-in pass. Broken up there by Turner. See the ball bouncing around. Stock knocks it out of the air. Nearly got one. As he wraps around, trying to find some help. Cross-rink pass scooped right out of the air there by Bayshaw. Some nifty glove work there by him. Just a tick under 8:40 to go here in the second period. Face off, Stock and Blazinski. Benning comes out onto the rink here for the Allies. Line changes complete. Face off one by Stock. He's got help at the blue line. Can't find Scheidel there as he dumps it right back to Stock. Stock calling for it, gets it back to Scheidel. Nice cross rink, one-time pass there by Scheidel. Lipsky can't handle, but Yogurt nonetheless does not lose possession. Lipsky playing around with it, dangerous area. Has it up to Stock. Stock toe dragging, but Benning slows him up just enough. Kelsey overruns it. Stock backhand pass, tries to find Scheidel at the blue line. Can't be done. Honig scoops it out of the air, and Stock nearly gets the deflection there right in front of the face of Bayshaw. Here's a slap shot opportunity for Lipsky, and it is good. 3-3 shot and score. You saw Lipsky line it up. He tried to get it there. And we're not talking Yoplait, folks. We're talking the full power Chobani Greek yogurt. 15 grams of protein in that shot right there. Lipsky gets his second of the game. And we are knotted up at 3 with just under 8 minutes to go here. For Yogurt. This one's just knocked right up out of play to the left. Got a lucky Ally player over there. Maybe take home a souvenir. Venditti lines up over the ball for the face-off. Face-off won by Garrett. Good hustle by him, getting down into the offensive zone, creating some havoc, and he's still fighting around for it in front of the net. Him and DiCamillo going at it. Boards cleared, and LaPointe chases it down. Delgado gathers for the Allies here, crosses the blue line. Tripped up a bit by Garrett. Kelsey, nice backhand play by Delgado. Kelsey playing with it, and look at Lipsky. Are you kidding me? He's laying down on the side, model me like your French girl, and he just scoops it out of the air. It's like Rose from Titanic. Except you add a bionic arm to that goalie suit of his. Nice snag by Lipsky. Face off one here, and Turner nearly gets it on the one time. Yogurt using the boards. Here's Cowett looking for some help as he gathers. It's him versus Turner. He's just going to choose the route of going right through him. And it works. Here's Garrett. with it, still with possession, gets a stick on it. And Bayshaw bouncing up in the air. Cowett nearly got a rebound opportunity, and Bayshaw secures it. Just under 7 minutes to go. We are knotted up at 3. Venditti calls Garrett over for Yogurt and Kelsey for the Allies. Face off in the defensive zone of the Allies. Kelsey wins it, dumps it to Delgado. Delgado clears the zone. As McNamara gathers, he's got it right back into the offensive zone. Could get a delayed penalty there on Kelsey. No whistle as LaPointe gathers, and it was a good clear by Delgado. LaPointe, dangerous pass there, nearly snuck through the legs of Lipsky unsuspectedly. As DiCamillo tries a backhand to center, broken up by Cowett. He gathers, uses the boards, he's found Garrett, one-on-one. Make that a one-on-two now as Delgado gets back. And this one's knocked up out of play here. And we will get a line change for both sides. Just under 6 minutes to go. We will have a neutral zone face-off. Leaning a bit towards the Allies' defensive zone. Still knotted up at 3 here. 6 minutes to go on the dot. Delgado uses the boards, knocks it up, out of play behind us. And we will have another face-off. This one deeper in the Ally zone. We have Blazinski and Honig on the face-off. One by Blazinski. Delgado controls for the Allies. Gets around Honig. Aggressive back check in there by Honig. Good stuff by him. Preventing Delgado from getting any sort of rush going. DiCamillo has a chance here. Backhand. No good. Knocked up in front. Lipsky. A lot of traffic right in front of his face. Sure he wasn't happy with that. Stock gathers for Yogurt. Cross-ring pass here. That's Scheidel getting on it. He winds up. Slap shot broken up off the back of Honig. Might have been on target had it gotten through. Honig now using the boards, trying to find his running mate, Jeff Stock. He's found Lipsky instead, who's going for the hat trick. Instead, broken up, Allies repossess. Honig, chance, and Blazinski, nice back check there. Stock had a goal if Honig had found him. And here comes Turner. Turner up off the deflected stick as Rascati gathers for the Allies deep on the other end of the rink. He's got it. It's Lipsky's fighting for it as well behind the net. Rascati still in possession, wraps around. He's got help on his left if he can find Turner. Turner has it, winds up. Slap shot just a bit wide. Blazinski gathers for the Allies, rips it across the face of the net, and Rascati winds up. He's no good. Off the skate of Scheidel, and here comes Yogurt. That's Stock with it. Toe drag off the back of the heel. He tried to get around Delgado with something nifty there. And Rascati winds up. Slap shot up and over. Delgado tracks it down for the Allies. He'll wrap around their net. Gather. Tries to find Rascati. No good. And here's a chance. No, it will be Turner for the Allies, who is able to gather. And you see that speed. He's able to just pull away from Jeff Stock. Just like that. 0 to 60 real quick. Blazinski tries to get it around Scheidel there. It's broken up. Scheidel gathers. Attempts to find Stock in the neutral zone. No good. Count as a dump there of the ball. Blazinski up off the stick of Cowett. Out of play. Just a bit over 3.5 to go here in the second period. Still knotted up at 3. And as this game has progressed, seen a lot of neutral chances. It's still the game's up for grabs. Any team right now could really make that pivotal move to gather that momentum needed to carry out this end of this second and into the third period to close for a victory. And here's a wrist shot chance. DiCamillo a bit wide, but Turner creating a lot of good opportunities for the Allies offensively, as well as helping out defensively. His speed is noticeable. That's something the Allies' defense has been lacking. And his addition has been great. And here we see Blazinski working back on the defense. He's got good communication up front with DiCamillo and Riscotti. He loses it though. Cross-ring pass, Turner. 3 minutes to go here. Turner, nice pass there. DiCamillo, wrist shot. And Lipsky gets in the way of that one, stopping any chance of a rebound. We will have a face-off in the Allies' offensive zone. DiCamillo on it, and Cowett. Won by Cowett, but gathered by the Allies. That's Blazinski, tries to rip one in. That's the second one, just wide on this one. That one gets through the traffic. Kelsey gathers for the Allies, cuts it around McNamara. And here we see Garrett using the body, fighting through the contact, and he's got a 3-on-2 opportunity. This one's knocked up out of play off the stick of Delgado. We will have a face-off down here in the defensive zone of the Allies. Just a few seconds more than 2.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Cowett wins the face-off, but it's gathered by the Allies, and Cowett nearly gets an aggressive back check there to try and squeeze that one in by Bayshaw unexpectedly. And look at Delgado screaming through, using the fist too, gathering the ball. Got it behind the net, can't handle though. And here we see Cowett with an opportunity on his own. Wrist shot, and Bayshaw stops him. Delgado gathers for the Allies. Cross-ring pass, if DiCamillo can get there. It broken up by McNamara. Very good play by him to use the poke check effectively. Cowett gathers, found Garrett, slap shot wide, and Cowett finishes his second of the game. His 5th of the season. So he's greeted with fist pumps. And he told me right before the game he normally doesn't get the opportunity to open it up and push forward. But after his hat trick performance last week, looks like the flying blue streak of throat yogurt is able to capitalize on his 5th goal of the season. And it is a 4-3 lead for Yogurt with 1:45 to go here. We'll see if Allies can now answer with a goal of themselves. And it is. We will have a decision here by the refs if it did cross the line. Mata standing over the line. And he's going to say no goal. 1:40 to go here. That was nearly a chance for Kelsey as he wrapped around. Lipsky just sealed that hole very quick. We have a face-off now down in the Allies' offensive zone. Face-off won here by Honig. He found Stock. Stock just can't reconnect with Honig on the break. Riscotti trying to get around Scheidel. He can't. Delgado gathers for the Allies on the clear. Riscotti dumps it back. Riscotti, he just wasn't expecting it, slap shot in. And Honig now speeding up the left. Tries to center to Stock, can't. One's knocked straight up into the air, gloved down by Riscotti of the Allies. See, he squeezes around ref Joe Mata. Wraparound chance, it's blocked. Good shielding there by Honig and Stock both to prevent any chance of Riscotti getting that on net. And Stock, chance up front, 38 seconds to go, dumps it back to Honig. Honig, wrist shot off the post. Daily dose of iron there. Don't feed him any more steak. And here comes Turner on the counter. Dumps it back. Riscotti has room. Wrist shot in off the shoulder pad there of Lipsky. And with 24 seconds to go, we just had perhaps the most dangerous sequence of events we've seen all game, where Both squads just really amping up the pressure here to try and finish out this second period. Face off for Scotty. Honig. Honig fights through the contact, but Turner comes to save his buddy Rascotti there on the face-off right in front, up off the crossbar. Allies are screaming for ball to be in. Refs say play on. May have been robbed of one there. Unfortunately, it's on the far end, and it's difficult to pinpoint those. Stock gathers. Found Honig. Nearly got a buzzer beater one time there. It's tough to see across that. And here at the end of 3, we are hearing some animated discussion from the Allies. They're still screaming that was in. Captain Joey Delgado trying to have a little conference with the refs. He's still sticking around. Hey, you hang around the dog bowl long enough, somebody's bound to fill it. So he hangs around there. Maybe the refs will divulge a little bit of that information on what they may or may not have seen in that sequence of events. And we are lining back up. Never seen this before. Try and break it down for you real quick. We're going to have 18 seconds left in the second period. The score is tied up. That will be a goal for Tommy Rascotti. And now we hear chants in favor and jeers in disgust on this referee decision. Like I said, 18 seconds to go here, still in the second period, 4-4. Now, as the Tommy Rascotti slap shot will count after the refs met, maybe heard a little third-party discussion as well, and their decision is changed. Slap shot chance, this period still isn't over. 10 seconds to go. Delgado wraps around his own net, clears the zone. Rascotti gathers. He rips one in, and Lipsky uses the body to stop that one. And now we are at the end of 3 periods. Score tied at 4. And we will see what final planning these two teams have as the break for this period winds down. Now that that confusion is over and the third period is officially upon us, we will see if either team was able to concoct up some magic here during the break and create a strategy worthwhile to get their team the W. Yogurt looking to move to 3-0. Allies 2-1 with a victory. The loss would put Yogurt at 2-1. Allies at 1-2. Picture perfect start here for Yogurt to start the season. Allies started off slow, but coming off of their first victory as they try to carry on some winning momentum. Joe Mata signals players to the center of the rink. Score is knotted at 4, and if you are just joining us, Yogurt is in the blue, Allies are in the red. Final period of play here, 11 minutes is on the clock. And we are knotted at 4. It will be Phil Garrett and Antonio DiCamillo on the face-off. It's won by DiCamillo of the Allies. Got some. And it's eventually brought down here by the Allies. There was some confusion in the center of the rink. Not sure who was really going to come out of that one, and it turned out to be Chris Turner of the Allies. Once again, he's making his season debut and team debut for the Allies. He has torched the Allies in the past. Before he joined this squad, just last night. Rascati hiding behind the net, trying to sneak up on Cowett there, but not so sneaky, are ya? And there's a slap shot by Garrett. Shaw just puts the body in front of it. This one takes a deflection, gathered by Shaw, knocked up into the air, and it's still hanging around his area, and he scoops this one out of the air. That must have been 4 consecutive glove hand saves there by Shaw. Rascati squeezes right behind McNamara. Looked like a few players there didn't think the play was live. Garrett rips one in. Shaw gloves it out of the air. Deflection, rebound, no good. Here comes Delgado on the counter. He's got help up front, tries to find DiCamillo. Little miscommunication there as LaPointe clears it. Garrett can't handle. This one's dumped up into the rafters, but they will say play on. Both refs kind of shaking their head, not sure if it hit metal up top. LaPointe gathers for Yogurt, tries to find Cowett, who's looking for a one-time pass there to Garrett. LaPointe using the speed, look at that. Ooh, tough fall there for LaPointe. Chris Turner seals the gap, lightning quick. Turner using the boards, broken up by LaPointe, and his speed is just insane. It's like there's a blur attached behind him, like that Sonic the Hedgehog thing. As Garrett now gathers, centering pass, nearly in there as McNamara tried to close on that one. Turner, cross-ring pass, broken up in the neutral zone, and Cowett, nifty move back, and McNamara slap shot, gets behind Shaw. No good. Dumped into the zone again by Stock. Wrap-around chance there, McNamara. That was a quick turn of events. As Cowett's playing with it behind the Allies' net. Bouncing in front, dangerous zone there. Stock dumps it back in. Cowett tries to find McNamara, and Shaw scoops it out of the air with 8:20 to go here in the final period. Game still up for both teams. Neither one seems to be able to get a strong foothold on the other, establish some sort of dominant position this evening. And Larry McNamara, we see him skating off the rink here for Yogurt. He had the game-winning goal in the semifinals this last postseason, where it was a slap shot by him, deflected in by ex-Allies defenseman Phil Sweetie's stick. And Scheidel tries to rip one in. Got some pushing and shoving around that blue line. Eventually gathered here by the Allies, and Scheidel scoops it out of the air, preventing the clear, dumping it right back into that Allies defensive zone, and Yogurt's amping up the pressure right now, not allowing that ball to leave the zone. Honig tries to find Stock, broken up by Rascati. Kelsey's now fighting, using the body. Lipsky gets around him, winds up. Honig back to Lipsky, and that was maybe one pass too many as Honig had an angle to take the shot. This one's bouncing around in front. Honig nearly there, Stock nearly there, and Shaw laid out on all fours there, swinging the arms like a madman, and he gets the stop. Stock gathers here for Yogurt. Scheidel feigns the slap shot. Up there to Lipsky, he's got room. Long shot. This one up into the rafters. Takes a bounce off the back of the net. And with 7:20 to go here, score still knotted at 4. Yogurt has a promising chance here down in this Allies defensive zone, winning an offensive face-off. Apologies about that. Looks like we'll move it to the neutral zone. It will be Stock and Kelsey on the face-off. Stock in the blue, Kelsey in the red. Won by Stock in the blue. As Blazinski clears the zone, Lipsky's on it. Fakes the wraparound, turns, gathers, found Stock off the boards, and Stock has room in front of him. He backhands it back to Scheidel, who's got plenty of room. He winds up, long shot in. Lipsky's got room now as he gathers, right about the circle. And Shaw seals up that near post. Looks like he might have lost this one. He's fidgeting for it in between the legs, and he's found it. Hands it off to Joe Mata. And with a few seconds under 7 minutes to go here, still waiting for that goal that could lead to victory. Knotted up at 4. Offensive zone face-off for Yogurt. Won by the Allies, however, and they clear the zone. This one's coming right at Lipsky. And Lipsky uses a stick very effectively there to knock it away. This one's cleared out of the zone, and we have Honig getting on it. He beats Blazinski to that ball. And now Kelsey's on one for the Allies. Bunch of back and forth north-south play here. Kelsey nearly had it in front. Just got its ball got stuck under the skate. Z. Camillo has help in front. You see Kelsey nearly power his way right through to a goal there. It's Yogurt. Gathers. Lipsky's gonna beat out Delgado. Stock has room. Leaves it for Honig. And that near post is just sealed up quick by Bayshaw. Stock turns around, and Bayshaw with a glove save and a beauty. My goodness. He just scooped that right out of that corner pocket. That one had goal written all over it. 6:03 to go here in this final period. Still waiting for that goal that could turn the tides in either team's favor. Game's still up for grabs for both teams. Garrett on the face-off against Rascati. Rascati gathers, and he's using the speed, tries a backhand across the rink. LaPointe breaks it up. And this one nearly up off the shoulder and in, but Lipsky denies it. So LaPointe gathers. He's using his speed to gain some separation. It's found Cowett, center rink. He turns, wrist shot in. Bayshaw knocks it away. And now a potential 2-on-1, 1-on-1 opportunity here for Rascati. Tries to cut through McNamara. He uses the body, breaks it up. And Cowett now leading the counterattack, looking for some help on the rush. He backhands it. Bayshaw kicks it aside. Bouncing around, dangerous area right in front of that Allies net. Broken up there. Yogurt nearly capitalizing. There's Delgado clearing the zone. He's found Rascati. Rascati looking for his running mate, DiCamillo, broken up. And now LaPointe has a 3-on-2 opportunity, 3-on-1 if Delgado can't get back. And McNamara can't handle, allowing Delgado that opportunity to track back. Broken up. And now we see the speed of Chris Turner. Winds up there by Rascati. As the boards pass goes, we got a few flat tires. Hearing some oohs and ahs as that play went to completion. Cowett gathers, plenty of room in front of him. He uses the stick handling, found LaPointe. LaPointe to McNamara. McNamara winds up, broken up, knocked up out of play off the body of Blazinski, and with 4:40 to go here, we are still knotted at 4. Urgency kicking in for both teams. Now as it's almost that do or die time. Not a sudden death, but one goal could be all the difference here, as we've seen 2 goals for each team through the second and third period so far, and we saw 2 in the first period alone for each team. So scoring not as much of a premium as it was in those first 2 periods. McNamara gathers, center rink. He winds up, rips a long one in. Bayshaw knocks it out of the air, bouncing around, knocks it out of the way. And now we see Kelsey trying to close, looking for some help. Found Rascati. Rascati tries to get it back to him. Knocked around the boards there by McNamara, and Cowett's got room in front. Wraps around, has it back to LaPointe. LaPointe using the boards, trying to use them effectively, can't. Kelsey does have help in front. And LaPointe staying with it, Sub-Zero in the way there. The number 0. McNamara has room, winds up, slap shot, no good. Deflection. Garrett can't handle. Cross ring pass here by DiCamillo. Rascati on it. Backhand, cross ring. Kelsey gathers, he's got help. He just couldn't get it to DiCamillo in time. Turner dumps it in. Broken up, and now we have a 2-on-1 opportunity. Cowett's trying to find McNamara just a bit too much. McNamara's time, gathers, dumps it back to LaPointe at the blue line. He tries to leave it for Stock. Stock does eventually gather. Maybe a missed tripping call there, and there it is. Cowett completes the hat trick, his second hat trick in as many games. And not your prototypical scorer for Yogurt, but Cowett, he's the shining star tonight right now. And with 3:15 to go, Yogurt takes a 1-goal advantage looking to maybe park the bus a bit now and secure this victory to move to 3-0 if the score stands. Allies probably looking get that ball up to their goal scorer, Tommy Riscotti. Try and nod things up. Yogurt gets the face-off win. Behind the net, gathered by Blazinski. Blazinski uses the boards pretty effectively. Found Riscotti, but it's broken up by Scheidel. He was just waiting there. As Turner gathers for the Allies. Uses the boards. Gets around Honig. Centers. And he's hanging on to it himself. Looks like he wants it. Blazinski rips it in on the one time, and Lipsky. Look at that extension of the leg there, the Bauer pad. Full effect. Might have stretched the text size there. And with 2:45 to go, Allies almost entering those waning moments where strategies will have to be implemented. Honig wins the faceoff. He's screaming up the center, taking his time now that he's gained the zone. Gets it around the net. Delgado clears. Blazinski's on it. He's got Riscotti behind him. Blazinski winds up off the body of Lipsky. And Honig gathers for Yogurt. Cross-ring pass to Stock. Delgado uses the stick effectively off the boards. Ball takes a bounce. Honig fighting for it. Clears that neutral zone deep into that Allies defensive zone. And Turner has found Riscotti. Riscotti dumps it deep in, deflected. Lipsky gathers here for Yogurt. Fights through the contact. He winds up, clears it. With 2 minutes to go here, the 1-goal deficit for the Allies is beginning to become a 1-goal desperation. Collision on the side. Thought a stick might have broke there. Slap shot in, broken up. Lots of bodies in front. Seeing the intensity rise for the Allies as they're searching for that game-tying goal. Stock gets around, 1.5 minutes to go here. Stock up the rink. 2 lines there, 3 lines. Found Honig. Honig gathers. Ball's bouncing around. See Stock get on it. Still bouncing around that Allies zone. They may be pulling the goaltender soon if it gets out of there. Thornton gathers. Turner gathers. Lipsky, Bayshaw gets in the way. Good stuff by him. Breakaway opportunity, Rob. With 51 seconds to go, this may be about that time. We see the extra man come on. Bayshaw still on his knees. Doesn't appear to be going anywhere in a hurry. Delgado gathers, blue line, offensive zone. Nifty move there. As he gets around, he's looking for help. Centering pass. And Bayshaw has come off. Extra man is here for the Allies. It's bouncing around. Dangerous area here for Yogurt if they can't clear. Bounces back up off the boards. Players taking spills. Scheidel tries to clear. Broken up by DiCamillo. He's at the blue line. Fighting through it. Dumps it deeper in. 13 seconds to go here. 10 seconds now. Cleared by Cowett. And that might do it if DiCamillo can't turn and get something on it. Turner winds up. Long shot. Nearly something there to finish the game. And Yogurt moving to 3-0. Allies, very good performance, but they fall to 1-2. Nothing but smiles down here for Yogurt as they move to 3-0. Gaining themselves a more decent foothold now that they've moved into that number 1 position in the table officially by themselves. And the Allies fall to 1-2, dropping from a 3-way tie to a tie for 4th place now. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for joining us here at Memory to Video Productions at the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. Yogurt gets the victory, and it was a hard-fought match from start to finish. Neither team really got a foothold until the end. You kind of saw Yogurt ramp up that intensity, keep the pressure in that offensive zone, and eventually good things happen if you keep working forward, and Yogurt saw that to full effect this evening. My 3 stars of the game, they could be all over the place since both teams kind of fought and dug for every little inch out there on the rink this evening. But my 3rd star, I'm going to give it to newcomer Chris Turner here for the Allies. He was very impressive in trying to fill that Phil Sweetie gap left behind. And by the looks of things, as he gets more familiar with the players out here and after signing that full-time contract last night, he's certainly going to get the hang of things and make the Allies a very formidable opponent moving forward. For the 2nd star of the game, I'm going to give it to Jeff Stock. He was very pesky up front and created a lot of opportunities for this Yogurt squad up front. And my number 1 star of the evening is going to have to go to Justin Cowett, the loud, chirpy young man. He got a hat trick tonight for the 2nd consecutive game, and that's something you just never would have expected if you looked at the scorecard from a year ago, a season ago, or even before coming into this season. You just would have never expected to see Cowett up there. So he gets the 1 star of the game. Congratulations to him. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this evening here at the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. My name is Taylor Jacobs, and from everybody here at Memory to Video Productions, I'm wishing you a fantastic week.